Well, hello everybody. Day 3 of November Thankfulness. So today I want to talk about something really special that I'm very thankful for, and that is my siblings. I have been so blessed to have a sister and 3 brothers and extra siblings because they are all married to wonderful people, and I consider their husbands and wives to be my siblings also. And so God has richly blessed our family with all of these siblings. Growing up with siblings was not always, I can't say it wasn't without its challenges. Again, as I said in yesterday's video, having all these kids with one bathroom, that's a challenge in itself. But I think it helped to make us closer, for sure. And I wanted to share a few verses. Before I do, I actually wanted to bring up something else. So, as I said, our house was not large or anything like that. There was a lot of us. But we had the best gatherings at our little house with different family members and such. And I heard a story one time, I think it's true, about Paul McCartney and how he could have had, all kinds of huge houses. And I'm sure he did have some that were, but when he was raising his kids, when he and his wife were raising their kids, they were raising them in a little small house that I think they said had 2 bedrooms. It was very small. And somebody asked him about that one time, and he said it really helped to keep them close as a family. And to this day, I know his kids are very close to him. So, hey, it must be true. So anyway, I wanted to share a few verses. One of the most famous, I guess, from the Bible is Genesis 33, verse 4. And it's talking about Jacob and Esau and how they had had this big, huge falling out. And now they're seeing each other for the first time after many, many years. And I want to read what it says happened, because Esau really had every single reason in the world to really hate his brother. And he did. In the beginning of the conflict, but listen to what happened when he saw him again after many years. It says, "And Esau ran to meet him and embraced him and fell on his neck and kissed him, and they wept." And so having siblings gives you a real opportunity to learn and practice forgiveness. That's a huge thing in this world that we all have to deal with, is learning to forgive people. And trust me, when you have brothers and sisters, there's a lot of times you have to practice forgiveness. I also want to read Proverbs 17:17, and it says, "A friend loveth at all times, and a brother is born for adversity." And I take this verse to one of the things that I feel it means is that having siblings helps us with hardships. I know my sister in particular, whenever I've dealt with some hardships and things, she's always been there as a listening ear and just supporting me. When there was nobody else I felt like I could talk to about certain things, she's always been there. And then my brothers, they're there for different things like that too. And so I'm very grateful that God blessed me with the wonderful siblings I have. Let's see. I want to read Ephesians 4:32, and it says, "And be ye kind one to another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, even as God for Christ's sake hath forgiven you." And again, having siblings really is a lesson and a practice in forgiveness, kindness, and patience as you go through your childhood together, going through different challenges and things. And I will tell you, I'm the second oldest, so of course I've never known a world without my older brother. But I remember the others that came after me, that every time that a new sibling was born, I remember the excitement that we had in welcoming that new little person into our family. And it's always been considered by me to be a gift of these other kids that we're going to share in all of the things. And we had so much fun as kids, and so many little private jokes that we still have. And if you have siblings, you know all about that. My siblings are very quirky and fun. And to this day, we get together and we just laugh and we remember stories and make new stories together, and they are really, really important to me. And so if you don't have siblings, then I think it is a huge blessing to have them. If you don't have them, I hope you do have someone around you that is like a sibling to you. I hope you have a wonderful day. Well, I think that video cut off before I got a chance to finish it. So I'm just gonna put this little part on the end, and I hope you have a wonderful day and think of things that you are thankful for on November 3rd. All right, thanks. Bye.